Good morning, my good people. Happy Sabbath day. I pray this be a blessed day for you and your loved ones. Psalm 62, verses 3 through 4. So many enemies against one man, all of them trying to kill me. To them, I'm just a broken down wall or a tottering fence. They plan to topple me from my high position. They delight in telling lies about me. They praise me to my face, but curse me in their hearts. Listen, listen, y'all gotta learn how to deal with these enemies. And the way you need to deal with these enemies is simply this: pray for them. Pray for them. You are, no matter where God takes you, no matter how high God elevates you, you are always going to have an enemy or enemies somewhere around you. You might even have them in your camp, in your own household. So therefore, you got to learn now how to deal with your enemies. So when God elevates you, you will know how to deal with them. You dealing with them means you need to pray for them and ask God to come into their life. If it's His will, it's going to happen. But y'all got to understand, if God really don't want nobody to be left behind, He's doing His best to make sure that does not happen. Now, when people just want to be, living in their ignorance and doing craziness and foolishness, and God has sent several people in their life to get them to and turn to the right direction, and they not listening, that's on them. Because nobody's going to be able to stand in front of God and say them words, I didn't know, or I don't know, or I don't remember. Because God is sending people in your life to help you, redirect you, to change the way you think, to change your actions, to change you for the better, to grow so you could grow mature in the spirit. It's just not a natural maturity you need. You need to grow and mature in the spirit as well. So when people come at you and they're trying to help you and direct you in the right direction, and let me tell you, God ain't just send one person, two people. It might have been a whole bunch of people that came into your life and told you the right way to go, the right thing to do. And you decided to be stubborn and not listen to them. You're going to have enemies all around you. You have to do things better. You have to do things differently. There's so many people around here hollering nowadays. They know God. They now it's a bunch of people faking like they got a relationship with God. If you truly have a relationship with God, you ain't gotta fake it or front it. It's gonna show. It's gonna show up in your life. There's no doubt about it. It's gonna be shown in your life. You ain't gotta tell nobody nothing. You ain't gotta walk around with a title, nothing. Because God is going to be present in your life, and people are going to see God upon your life. It's not you that's doing the good, but it's the God in you, which is the good in you, that has to constantly fight to overpower your flesh. So even when the enemies come into your camp, you still gotta let the Spirit of God push for what's in you out of you, so you could display the love of God to other people. Keep fighting your flesh. Let the Spirit of good, which is God, in you, overpower your flesh. And don't worry about your enemies. Just pray for them. Don't worry about your enemies at all. Keep praying for them. Because no matter how much dirt they throwing on your name, your your reputation, whatever it is, they don't win. They will never ever win. But you praying for them keeps you winning with God. It ain't about them. It's about how you display God. You claiming to have him in your life and you got a relationship with him, you have to learn how to walk and do things differently. When it comes to people coming against you, you have to learn to walk, speak, listen, observe, and do things totally differently. The way you once handled a situation, you can no longer handle situations in that manner. You have to grow and mature with God. And true growth with God will have you so unbothered. It will have you so unbothered with the negativity that all you could do is listen to people and begin to pray for them. Because you know where God has brought you from. You know the things that God has delivered you from. So don't worry about your enemies. Stay focused on God and know that he got your back. Do things differently. Be more wise. Ask God for the wisdom that you need to be able to basically block out the negativity of your enemies and begin to pray for them. You are praying for them not because of you, not because of them, but because of the Spirit of God that dwells within you. It is God who is having you to pray for your enemies. Continue to pray for them. I love y'all and I pray you have a blessed Sabbath day. Enjoy.